way through this duel, and American has already scored one more point than they had last year and the year before that here. So definite improvements from the Eagles here. Now up to the Spartans to try to work their way back, starting with Jack Conley here at 165. The redshirt sophomore for the Spartans. Over on the Eagles side is Austin Kraft, the sophomore out of West Hampton, New Jersey. Austin Kraft, a first-year starter. He only wrestled in one duel last year for the Eagles. Went 9-9 overall. Conley also one duel last year, making his way into the starting lineup. So two guys trying to make their marks here in some of their first duels for their respective teams. Conley brushing away his hair. Sometimes you just think they want to get that out of their way. Because the two of them are still in the center here as a minute has just about surpassed here in the first period. Kraft 1-5 in his dual bouts so far this season. Conley, this is just his second time up. Normally, DJ Shannon is here in this 165 spot, but Conley went for the Spartans against the Citadel, and now here today. So it's up for debate if we'll see more of Conley going forward.
And DJ was one of those guys they hoped coming over from Illinois where he would be further along in his career, but you just started to see after that match where he gave up the 57-second fall. Yeah, you had to make wholesome changes, and they're still trying to find their lineup, right? You look at with Andy Hampton being switched out for Caleb Wien at 133. I'm sure they're going to have. What do you do now with 141 after seeing that performance with Jaden Crumpler? For me, do you start to think of removing some red shirts and get them some match time other than what you just saw there? Because you're just beginning the season at this point. Beautiful double.
3 points for Jack Conley here as he'll take the 3-1 advantage. Less than 40 seconds left in this match. They'll make their way back up to their feet. An escape point for Kraft. As we head back to the center here, some murmurs, Jennison here. That's the kind of energy that this Spartan team needs and needs to have around them and what you'd expect for a home duel. Short time in the first. Running towards the edge of the circle there as time will expire in period one. Conley with the 3-1 advantage.
Look at his beautiful blast double, gets to the opposite hip, stays low, hides his feet, and finishes with authority to pick up that 3.
Conley on the hunt for the first dual win of his college career here. And a pretty meaningful one, trying to make his way and give some points to his Spartan squad. So they are currently down 13-6 to the American Eagles, who will break away an escape point for the Spartan 4-1.
Like to see him get back to that double. Came from open space, so what you want to do is first watch for that left hand to begin to reach, and once that comes, you're going to go post double straight to the legs.
Conley out of Fenton, Michigan, another Mitten State kid, wrestled for Lake Fenton High School. Finished runner-up in the state his senior year, as we will take a pause. Conley appears to be rubbing at his right eye a little bit. When I saw it for a second, didn't look like blood, but definite irritation.
Look at this, comes up to his feet, fights the hands, and what he did was he took that right hand, put it in his back pocket, and then with the left came up high, cut down to the left hip of Kraft. Picked up the 1 point for the escape. 4-1 now. I'd like to see him go for one more here this period.
Well, they'd go for something here, but right back to their feet here. Less than a minute left in this second period. Conley still with the advantage. Both guys looking to make something happen. Spartan bench telling Conley to keep moving. Both wrestlers coming off of losses in their previous duels. Crafts to Maryland's AJ Rodriguez. Conley to Thomas Snipes at the Citadel as the second period will wind down 4-1 in favor of Conley. Just 8 seconds for that advantage time. Nothing crazy here as we have 2 more minutes of wrestling left. Kraft will get the point here, 4-2. Almost had something going for Conley's ankles here. He hopped right out of that.
And what you don't want to see here is Conley start to shut things down. And now what he has to do is dig that right foot in the mat, and from there he's going to bring his hips back down, focus on keeping that left foot on the mat. What he can't allow Kraft to do is come up through the middle. So it's important that he keeps that left foot on the mat. Conley doing a great job of working on the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, they all had out of bounds here. And back to center here.
Slight clock adjustment. It did have 3 minutes going for period number 3, which it should be a 2-minute period. Therefore, they took off the 1. They were on top of that.
Yeah, less than a minute left. They just lost a whole minute of their wrestling duel right here. The wrestling bout. But no, 4-2 in favor of Conley here. Could the gas tank be slightly running out for him here?
No, I think he looks fresh. He looks good.
Yeah.
You're starting to see, especially with those shots, when he's stopping his shots, you're seeing him with power come down to the mat. And now the Michigan State Spartans want to see him get to that underhook.
Absolutely the type of power they want to see from redshirt sophomore, someone with lots of time left in the Spartan program.
Stalling will come here. One more shot, and they'll hit him.
Short time here in the third, as it's looking like this one is going to wrap up in another decision. A little grappling right at the end here, but this one will close out a 4-2 decision victory for Jack Conley, the first dual victory of his collegiate career.
Big win. They needed that.